बेटा घे पुस्तक झालं का दरवाजा लावून घे.
So first of all, welcome you all to this tech meeting session. I am going to start this new concept in which we are going to invite some people of our computer science fraternity and discuss with them regarding some topics of your syllabus. Now, for today, allow me to introduce our esteemed guest, Dr. Sunil V. Dahale sir from MGM College of Computer Science and Information Technology, Nanded. It is with a great pleasure and honor that we have the privilege of having Dahale sir with us in this meeting. In this meeting, we are going to discuss the concept of computer networking. So first of all, I will welcome Dr. Dahale sir to this tech meeting session and make him host of today's meeting so as he will share something with you. So Dahale sir, first of all, tell me, what is use of computer networking in today's era, or what is basically computer networking?
Okay. First of all, I would like to thank Mr. Nitin Naik sir for giving me opportunity to participate in his venture, that is a tech meetings. So now the question is, what is computer network, right?
Yes.
Computer network is simply interconnection of multiple computers with each other so that we can share the information amongst themselves. And this is definitely a very good advantage when we connect two computers with each other and we'll have communication. That will save, that will gives you so many benefits that we will going to discuss in this today's meeting.
So if you have any PPT, then please share, sir.
Okay, I am having some PPT regarding some of the points of computer network that I will going to share you right now, and then we will discuss on that.
Okay.
Briefly, we'll try to discuss on that.
Okay, no problem.
Can I share PPT?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So my PPT is visible to you?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So as Mr. Nitin Naik sir asked me a question, what is network? So we'll discuss about this. So this is my first PPT where I will going to share you a definition of network. So simply, when we are connecting a set of device with each other, with each other's with some communication links like a cable. Right? When we are connecting two computers with each other, so definitely we have to use primarily the cable to connect with each other. That is, cables are called as links sometimes, and the computers are called as nodes. So if you go with the definition, a network is a set of device that is nodes connected with communication links. And a node can be a computer, node can be a printer, or any device which we want to connect with each other. Maybe it is not necessary to connect two computers with each other. We can connect a computer with a printer or computer with some other device which with we can share the information. Or one more definition we are having, that is it's a collection of computing devices connected in order to communicate and share the resource. This is one of the definition we can have. So it is not necessary that the network definition is intact. Sometimes some people are having their opinions also, so they can create their own definition also. So this is how the network goes. It is important because we cannot live without network nowadays. I don't think so. People of today's era, they are they don't require a network. Starting from morning to the late night, we want a network. Like everybody is having a mobile and everybody is having a data everywhere. We are connected to the internet is what a simple big network. So
Okay.
definitely we are having a good advantage of this network. So uh,
So
any doubts?
it is simply interconnection of various devices. So what is need of
Right.
it?
So definitely we need a computer to perform so many tasks that will I going to share in my next slide. So this is a need of computer, like a simultaneous access, shared peripheral devices. Just now we talked about this, like then the personal communication and data backup, easier data backup. These are some of the few needs of today's world for the reason why we are having a computer network.
Our meeting is also
Simultaneous,
depending on it.
right, right. We are also connecting. We are having the
Yeah,
same
yeah,
concept.
yeah.
Uh, we are implementing the same with some trouble. So first, so need of computer network means first is we can say the simultaneous access. Okay. So simultaneous access means what? So many people in the business they want simultaneously access to the system. So they are sharing the servers, they are sharing the files, they are sharing the data simultaneously. So many people are using this data. Like if I would like to give you example, I will give you example of railway reservation system, right? Where so many people are hitting to a server and so many people just using the things at the same time. Simultaneously access is possible. So definitely this saves time and saves money, right? The second one is your peripheral devices. Just now we talked about this. We can share the printer, we can share the hard disk, we can make a simple local area network by connecting these devices. Okay, we can connect a printer to the system, we can connect a hard disk, we can connect some other devices like cameras and whatnot, we can connect. Okay,
Yeah,
so these devices we can share with each other. Like everybody is having experience of using a printer in the lab, right?
yeah,
We are having a 10 20 computers and we are having only one printer available for printing purpose. So actually the printer is shared and every person can share the resources of the printer. This is definitely one requirement, because we cannot connect a printer to each and every computer. That is not possible.
yeah,
And one more thing, that is a personal communication. Nowadays what happened, we are having a video conferencing and voice over internet protocol for signal transmission. In the previous times, what happened? We don't used to use video conferencing because that facility was not there. But
yeah,
due to the advanced technology in the network, we are using any advanced technology, advanced invention of protocols. We can use these things also. We can have a conference right now. What we are doing now,
yes, yes.
that is, we are doing the video conferencing and we are talking, we are watching the videos of each other, we are sharing the information, we are sharing the resources. So this is what all about the network. And
Yeah,
the most important part, that is this, according to me, data backup is one of the important part, because everybody should remember this. Okay,
okay,
only creating a data is not the part, but preserving the data for a longer time, that requires a backup. So network allows you to take a backup, and backup is having of various types. Like with the help of network, we can take a remote backup, we can take online backup, we can take offline backup. So many types are there. So definitely, a backup is one of the concept which is nowadays becomes easy with the help of network.
okay. So, with sharing of information, it is possible to do huge jobs in less time.
Right, right, because it
Yeah,
saves the time.
yes, yes. Because if it is delivered to instead of one, if it is delivered to 10 different peoples for doing the job, then it is better to have less time for the execution of that particular task.
Correct, correct, sir.
Yes. But what is use of it? It is a need.
Right.
Now, what is use
Uh,
of computer network?
so these are the needs of computer network, but we can implement all these needs into the real life. In
Hmm.
every domain, nowadays, we are using computer. Okay, some of the things that we will going to discuss in my next slide. Okay, so I will going to present my next slide. So use of computer. Okay, this uses of computer where we will going to discuss some of the part of this. Right. First is your information and resource sharing. Now, so we are basically creating the network for the sake of sharing purpose. So it is invented, it is made, it is used for the sake of resource sharing and information sharing. Okay. So so many organizations they are having a networks, and they allow networks to share the information within themselves. Suppose suppose one organization is there and one more organization is there who are having a tie with each other, and they are having a tie negotiate. They are having a uh, commitment for sharing the information. So these two networks they can connect with each other, and effectively they can transfer the data between themselves. So there is no need to go physically and transfer the information from one place to another place. The people from other side they can access the information from this side, and this side people can access the information from that side. So it is about sharing of information. Apart from information, they can also share the resources also. We can share the hard disk. We can share
Yes.
some other hardware devices also. So this is what called as the information and resource sharing. The computers are linked with each other. They can share the information. They can share the hardware equipments like printers, scanners, and uh, others also. This is the first part of information and resource sharing. The second use, that is retrieving the remote information. I am very means, fancy about this part, because when we are accessing the information from Google, what it means, right? When we are accessing the information, Google means information is stored somewhere else in some remote place, and that we are accessing. Okay.
Yes.
It is now become easy with the help of World Wide Web and internet, uh, that wherever information is stored, that may be on a cloud, that may be on your drive, that may be on anywhere in organization also. If that is shared, we can access. This is the very important part. Remote access is possible with the help of network. Nowadays, we are doing daily this part. Okay.
Yes.
I think everybody is using the Google daily, or accessing the Google daily, or Gmail daily. That is what called as a remote information. And the third one, which is that is speedy interpersonal communication. It ultimately
Yes.
uh, shows that very less time is required, as we are
Absolutely.
having 4G, 5G speed of the computer network. We are having a very fast communication. Now, email is one of the example. Previous days, what happened when in nowadays email is having a very slow speed. So it takes a lot of time to retrieve information from the email, and takes time to just send him data on email. But
Yes.
nowadays, due to this high speed network, we are using fast speed connectivity. We are having a fast speed connectivity. So with the help of email and some other things, we can exchange the information like the documents, images, videos, audios. Okay, across the globe, across the complete globe. Even I can say in the universe also nowadays we are sending the information. Uh, we are controlling the Chandrayaan 5, right,
Yes.
from sitting
Correct.
at somewhere in Andhra Pradesh. Like online communication is possible due to this. So nowadays speed is increased. So this is why interpersonal communication is rising at very high speed.
Yes.
Now, some more uses of computer are there. Like it's a highly reliable system, because people are always thinking about the reliability of any system, whether system is reliable or not. If that is not reliable, people will not going to use that. But if we are talking about the computer network, the system is so reliable, because everybody nowadays. a small businessman, a small vendor is also using this system because this is reliable system. Everybody knows that because computer networks allow systems to be distributed in nature. Like you can distribute the system in at different places, and you can use that system. Multiple sources can use the system at the same time. Multiple system can store the data at the same time, and this definitely makes the things reliable. Okay, when people
Yes.
are flexible enough to use the system, they will feel the system is reliable. Okay, and definitely one more part, that is with the reliability, the security is also there. And if any failure occurs in the distributed system, that will not going to make any effect on rest of the working, because the things are controlled by other distributed system also. So there is no
Yes.
problem in distributed system. So this is definitely highly reliable. Now, whenever people are thinking to use some system, they are definitely they're having a part of feasibility. What is the cost of the system to use? So if you are thinking to use a computer network, this computer network is having a very less cost, and this is a cost effective system. Okay, so the information is like a computer network have reduced the cost of establishment of computer systems in organization. Previously, it was imperative for organizations to set up expensive mainframe for computation and storage.
Yeah.
And with the advanced network, it is sufficient to set up interconnected personal computers for this purpose. Previously, what
Mm.
happened in the previous days, mainframe computers are used for this, but that was so costly. Everybody
Yeah.
knows that mainframe computers are so costly, and very few organization they used mainframe. So in at the
Yeah.
previous times, in the earlier era, it was very expensive. But due to the when we were in the first fifth generation of computers, where systems are supposed to be called as a personal computers. Now, as and when personal computers comes into the picture, this complete picture is changed.
Yeah.
Now, this network is become a very cost effective system because everybody is uh, means they are easily adopt this PC. They are easily buy the PCs, and they can connect. They can establish a network. So establishment of the network is nowadays not the problem. So because cost is reduced, networks network is popular, and people are started using that.
Yeah.
Now, one more, that is VoIP, that is voice over internet protocol, has revolutionized telecommunication system. And we people know that. Just now I talked a few minutes back that previously we were used to only talk. Nowadays we are having a digital communication. We can talk at the same time. We can see the person to whom we are talking with.
Yeah.
So this is definitely a very good advantage of this network.
Okay. So it is about need and uses of computer
Uses,
network. But
right, right.
what exactly the medias or mediums are used to communicate with each other?
So definitely, when we want to communicate two systems with each other, we require uh, uh, inter the third party, that is called as cable, according to me. So
Yeah.
I will go for that. In the next slide, I will show you. So is this visible?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So when we want to connect two systems with each other, definitely we need a media. That may be guided media or that may be unguided media. So actually, transmission medias are, in normal terms, we can say a cable, which is which we are connecting in between two computers. Okay, a cable which is used to connect two computers with each other. That is called the transmission media. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is in the diagram. Actually, classification is given. That is classification of transmission media. This is divided into two parts: guided media and unguided media. In the guided media, including this include the cable, and unguided media does not include the cable. This is simple
Radio
media
waves.
with radio waves, right?
Mm.
Guided media is having a three types, that is coaxial cable, fiber optic cable, and twisted cable. Moreover, twisted cable is one of the favorite cable and very cheapest cable to use. Then coaxial cable is there. Then fiber optics is the highest speed we can achieve with the fiber optics, up to 2 Gbps we can achieve. So if we just go for the guided media, this is a twisted pair cable. Uh, as name suggests that two wires are twisted, they are just kept in a twisted manner. So first question is why to twist? Right? Why to twist is the question. So actually, the wires are twisted because we want to reduce the crosstalk in between two wires. Sometimes what happens, the antenna generation occurs and they will disturb the information passing through cables. So to reduce that crosstalk, we twist this pair and we are avoiding the generation of antennas. So twisted pair cable is one of the cheapest cable. This is the physical media, you can say. Okay. As compared to other media, other optical fiber cable and your coaxial cable, this is one of the simplest and cheapest. It is very easy to install. Okay, it's a very easy for installation purpose. It's a lightweight cable, and the frequency range of the twisted pair cable is about 0 to 3.5 kilohertz. And if you just talk about the distance, so we can run the cable up to 1 kilometer. That is possible, approximately. Okay. So this is what the structure of this twisted pair cable. So two wires are twisted each other. That is included in a jacket, and these are the copper wires. Okay, these are the copper wire we are using. This is very simple and easily available in the market, and this is having a very low cost. So this is one of the best media for using if for connectivity purpose. Now twisted pair is also divided into two types, that is unshielded and shielded twisted pair. Unshielded means what? There is no shielding is present, and shielded means what? There is a coating or shielding is there for securing the information. Sir, any doubt about this, sir?
No, no, no.
Okay. This is cheapest. This is the best cable to use. And normally, what happened in the telecommunication system, we are using these cables,
Yeah.
twisted pair cable. Okay. This is a guided media. Regularly,
Mm.
you will see this media. Now, coaxial cable is one of the next media which is something better than your twisted pair cable. I think all of you might have seen your cable network and cable TV wire. That is called as a coaxial cable. Okay, that is a somewhat a hard wire and having a different structure also. This is commonly used for transmission media like a TV, cable TV. Uh, the name uh, one
Mm.
The name of the cable is coaxial as it contains two conductors parallel to each other. Okay. It is very higher frequency as compared to the twisted pair frequency high. It can run for a shorter distance as compared to the coaxial cable. Uh, and we need a repeater for this. Okay.
Yeah.
And definitely it is a better than coaxial cable. It will having the highest resistivity or more resistivity for electromagnetic interference as compared to the twisted pair cable. If you go for this diagram of this twisted pair cable, sorry, coaxial cable. So this is the outer jacket. We are having this outer jacket, and this is a braided woven shielding mesh. This is woven mesh called as. Okay, that is again used to sometimes reduce the external interference. Then we are having a hard plastic insulation, and then at last we are having a copper conductor. So as this is having four different parts, and this wire is somewhat hard wire as compared to twisted pair. So resistivity for the electromagnetic interference is very good in this. This cable is again divided into two types, that is a baseband and broadband cable. That is depend upon the transmission speed actually. High speed, if you want high speed, and if you want moderate speed, you can select the cable in between this baseband or broadband. Broadband means what? Anything greater than 4 kilohertz is called as a broadband. Advantage, if you go for this, data can be transmitted at high speed, shielding is good, and bandwidth you can achieve a good bandwidth. Disadvantage, expensive as compared to the twisted pair, and fault occurs in this cable. When it occurs, it will just disturb the entire network. This is the problem. And the twisted pair installation is very, here also installation is very, but some some more difficult as compared to twisted pair. Now the third one, which is a fiber optic cable, which is everybody knows about this. It is a very highest capacity to transmit signals. It's a high speed communication channel, you can say. Okay, so we'll go for this, and in this actually we are using a pulses of light for data communication. The analog signal or digital signals are, when entering into this fiber optic cable, are converted into light pulses, and light pulses are traveled through the cable, and at the end of the cable they are again converted into the desired signal. Okay, this optical fiber cable is very strong cable, you can say. This cable can protect the complete signals from heat, cold, and electromagnetic interference. It will not going to have any impact of external electromagnetic interference on the transmission. The transmission is continuously on without a disturbance, and it is the highest having a highest data transmission speed up to 2 Gbps and more. Okay, we'll just have a diagram of this. Let's go with this diagram. I will try to. Now, this cable is having a three uh, things, like one is your jacket, one is a cladding, and one is a core. This is a core, this is your cladding, this is your jacket. A core means what? It's optical fiber or plastic fiber through which we are passing the light pulses. Okay, and cladding is the second layer, and the functionality of cladding is to just protect the refraction from the cable, because there is a possibility that your signal when entering into this core may get refracted out of the core. To avoid that, we are having a cladding which keeps the signal inside the core. It will not allow to refract. That is the important part of cladding, and that is function of cladding. And the third one, as we know that for every cable we are having a jacket, which is nothing but a protective sheet, and the main purpose of jacket is to preserve the fiber strength, and it just preserve from shock, from scratches and external problems. So this is one of the best cable, I think, according to me. But it is expensive, and for the installation purpose, it is difficult to install. We require expertise to install this cable. Suppose sometimes what happen, we need that we want to connect to one more connection to this fiber optic cable. It is not easy in fiber in twisted pair. We cut the two wires, we connect the wires, and we just twist it and just make a tape over it, and we can use. But for this we require expertise, because if there is a problem in installation, the whole wire is at get means that is not of any use. So it is a very costly cable. So expert person is required for tapping and creating a new connection.
Yeah.
Anything, sir?
Yeah, nowadays I think Geo fiber or Airtel fiber are using these connections, man. So
Right,
that the
right, right.
speed is up to 1 Gbps also.
Nowadays people are also having Wi-Fi at home. They are having that cable.
Yeah, yeah.
40 Mbps, 100 Mbps. That is actually people are using at home. But
Yeah.
for the commercial purpose, we can have more than that also. Dedicated connections are also present. And people are most relying on speed. They don't like system to get slow. This is one of the best cable, I think. But it is
Yes.
expensive.
Yeah. So I think we have completed almost 3 or 4 topics in this meeting. Is there anything else,
Right.
sir, after this?
No, sir. There is a one
Okay.
word that I would like to tell you. That is, thank you.
So thank you.
So, actually, I am thankful to you, sir, for giving me this opportunity to share my bit of information with you. And I think may this
No, no, sir.
information helps
So
student with.
yeah, yeah. Actually, everything is for students, sir.
Right.
Whether information is shared by me or you, that is not important. If
Right.
students are getting benefited through this tech meetings, then definitely I am very happy for these
Then
meetings.
definitely whenever you think that I should
Yes,
be there
definitely.
in the meeting,
Uh,
and whenever you feel that I should be there in the meeting, you just tell me. I will be there definitely, sir. Yeah.
yeah, we have to complete this computer network entire syllabus of UG and PG courses. So
Why
better to
not, sir?
have
Sure, sure.
better to have a meeting every week
Why not? Why not, sir?
with
No problem.
two, three topics.
Okay, okay, no problem, sir.
Okay.
I'm always there, sir.
So, so
Okay.
thank you very much, Dahale sir, to grace this tech meeting session of mine. And I will definitely, I'm sure that students are definitely get benefit of this tech meeting. Thank you very much, sir. I'm going
Thank
to
you, sir.
end the meeting.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you, sir. Okay.